Welcome to deck building theory for Back for Blood. So I have roughly about 300 hours over the period of the alpha, the early beta, the closed beta, the open beta, the early access, and the live build. And with all that experience, I want to share you guys a couple of my insights so you can hopefully get better at Back for Blood. So with this video, I'm only going to go over decks that I use for the campaign. And I'm also going to show you my personal deck that I use for Nightmare difficulty. I hope you learned something. For the example deck that I'm going to be creating, there's one card that I say is required if you're going to be playing on Veteran or Nightmare difficulty, unless you're using a melee build that falls in a different category. The card is down in front. So the reason why I use this is because you do not take friendly fire or deal friendly fire. And for those who enjoy ARs, SMGs, or shotguns, I understand that you can accidentally hit a teammate when things get stressful. For this video, I'm going to be creating a build that's going to be used for a frontline shotgunner. However, the theory can be applied to many different ways of play. So I recommend to select from either reload drills, wide mouth, or mag coupler, regardless of your playstyle and weapon choice. For this, I'm going to take wide mouth. However, if you're a really big Left 4 Dead 2 veteran, I recommend taking mag coupler, since not being able to ADS has a lot of similarities to that. Let's go over some stamina cards. So since we are a frontliner, we will want to be able to move fast. So as a result, I'm going to take cross trainers and also superior cardio. The reason why is, as you can see, it increases stamina, stamina regen, and sprint efficiency, which is what we're trying to do. Along with, we actually get the bonus of a cumulative total of 10 health. So by gaining the extra health from these cards, we can limit our other cards, and we might not need to build health. Now, let's go over some damage cards. So we need to choose something that gives us weak spot damage. All mutations other than the Reeker have weak spots. I recommend either Ridden Slayer or Reckless Strategy. However, since we took Wide Mouth when we were doing our reload perks, I'm going to take Ridden Slayer, just because if we do too many decreases in damage resistance, that would hinder this build as a frontliner and make it more of a mid-range build. And since this deck is for a frontline shotgunner, I'm going to take Buckshot Bruiser and Rolling Thunder, because moving faster, more damage, and temporary health are really good for being in the action. Ammo cards are always important, since we have to keep shooting. We can pick between Pouch, Belt, or Mule. For this, let's take Pouch, because Belt lowers our stamina efficiency, which would be redundant to the stamina cards we chose earlier. I also don't like taking Mule, because I can rarely ever find a reliable Doc or Mom to keep me healed. Let's go over movement speed. So we can choose between Dash, Fleet of Foot, Pep in Your Step, or Evasive Action. I recommend taking 2 of 4 of these cards. I am going to take Dash and Pep in Your Step, just because movement speed is awesome and I like tons of it, and precision kills are incredibly easy to do with a shotgun. One thing which you do need to note regarding Evasive Action is that Standard Ridden will rarely cause 10 or more damage. Things you're going to want to look out for are Monstrous Ridden, Volatile Ridden, Blighters, Charred, and Mutations. Those are the type of Ridden that will activate that card. Cards with extra lives are amazing. So the reason why is that you can go down for the actions of one of your teammates, such as if they lead the horde over to you and you can't fight them off and your teammate runs off and decides to be a useless piece of shit, which is surprisingly common in this game. And at the start, you will actually have Second Chance unlocked as one of your starter cards. That's why I highly recommend it. Later during your supply line, you'll unlock Life Insurance, and then I recommend you switch to that. The last one I'm going to add in the basics is High Vis Sights. I personally ADS a lot because my main is a sniper, and I really just like ADSing. It's completely up to you as to if you think you prefer to ADS a lot, but your choice. Now that we are at the end of the deck, I like to go into more technical perks. We're going to take these 3 cards. First off, having a second shotgun or possibly SMG, or really just the second primary of my choice, is really helpful for this build. I'm going to probably use an AA-12 for mutation killing, and the second one either being for standard ridden killing, which can say be an SMG because you have tons and tons of pistol ammo, or if you're quite conservative with your shotgun bullets, you can use another shotgun. So, this is going to decrease our swap speed, as you can see. That's why I took shooting gloves, so we can put it back to normal. Now, this is why I'm also going to take Admin Reload. Admin Reload stacks with Wide Mouth Reload from the beginning. So, it decreases our ammo capacity, yet I countered that using Ammo Pouch, so I still do benefit from additional ammo. Now, an important word that you do need to know about Admin Reload. When you swap weapons, the gun is placed on your back. When it is on your back, it begins its standard reload animation, plus or minus any perks used to lower or increase the time. So no, you can't instantly weapon swap and get free reloads. Now, what I have done is I have reordered the deck to how I would like it to play out. So remember, your first card is what you always start with. Your next set is what you get to choose from. The reason why I picked this order is because my first cards that I choose are my technical playstyle cards, and then throughout the campaign I can build my offensive and defensive when the waves begin to get longer and enemies begin to get tougher. So an example of what you should probably pick first. So if you have a corruption card that says there's going to be a boss on this mission, you might want to take life insurance. If you have volatile or monstrous ridden, then maybe buckshot bruiser would be a good start. What you take first is completely dependent on what you think will help you out, but also remember to read your corruption cards, because they can completely change your playstyle.
Feeling the vibe. I wake and bake and eat takeout like every day. I don't fuck with no small talk. I don't care what you wanted to say. I interrupt the conversation. I ain't really got no patience. Tell me what you want and I'll be on my motherfucking way. I got a family.